Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone today, this cloudy, cool Friday where I'm at? Thank you so much for joining us. I am running behind, had some work that I had to finish up before I can jump on. But thank you so much for jumping on today for Murray's Law. We have a great question for you. For those of you who are new and aren't familiar with me, my name is Attorney LaKanya Murray. Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining me. Off the Mark IP Solutions, where we help clients throughout the United States with copyrights, trademarks, patents, business development solutions. If you have a question, make sure that you call us. If you have something that's specific to you and you want to know what do I need to do in this specific situation, definitely call us and let us know. If you have a general question, drop that question in the group and we will answer it, and you might have it selected for Murray's Law, which is when we come in and we answer a question. Keep in mind that this is not legal advice, it is legal information. So when you ask your questions for the group or submit your questions for Murray's Law, make sure that it's something that can benefit the group as a whole, because that's why we do this. That's why we have this group, so that the group as a whole can have the best information, the correct information, so they can make informed decisions. Got a really good one for you today. Hold on a second. But listen, authors, like I know I wrote a book back in 2015 and it's time for a second edition. I know that we have a lot of authors in the group. We have a lot of authors that are going to be watching the replay, and some of you guys have written a book previously and you want to make some changes to it, and you want to know, hey, do I need a new copyright for that? That's the question that came in. Do I need a new copyright if I am updating my book? And the answer is, it depends. If you're making like small changes, like making like editorial changes or maybe punctuation and grammar type things, you won't need a new copyright for that. But if you are making substantial changes, if you are adding chapters and adding new information, you want to make sure that that new work is protected. That is the extent, that's the answer to the question. If you're just making small changes, then and editorial changes, then no. But if you're making substantial changes and you're adding new content, you definitely want to make sure that's protected. That can be considered maybe a new work, a derivative of your old work. That was making or adding to a work that's already existing. That can be called a derivative. And a derivative work is something that's derived from something else. Derivative, derived, is something that's it comes from something that's already existing. And that's one of the things that as a copyright owner, you have the right to make derivatives of your already existing work. And that's just not for authors. And it can be looked at in different ways. It can be, let's say that you have a book, right? And maybe instead of adding a chapter, maybe you want to turn that book into a screenplay. That is called a derivative. That is a derivative, so no one can go and take your book and create a screenplay or a movie based off your book. Only you can do that. That's a derivative. Maybe you have this is a good one for the artists out there. Maybe you see a photograph, right? And I see people kind of do this, where they have a photograph and then they might draw a picture based off that photograph. Well, here's the thing. That is a derivative. You are taking an already pre-existing work and you're creating a different work based off that work. That's copyright infringement. That's a derivative. Only the artist has, or the author has the right to do that. So you want to be careful with that. But that's not Murray's Law. So the answer to the question, is, do I need a new copyright when I update my book, when I create the second edition of my book? The answer is, it depends. Are you just making editorial changes, or not necessarily editorial changes, but like copy changes? What am I trying to say? Like grammar changes. Or if you're just making grammar changes, then no, you don't. But if you are making substantial changes, if you are adding new information, if you're adding new content, then yes, you want to make sure that that new content is protected. And you don't do that by just submitting the new content, you go ahead and get the entire book, the book as a whole, copyright. So I hope that the person that asked that question sees this video. Put it up on YouTube for people who want to catch the replay, and share it on the Facebook page. When it gets on the Facebook page, be sure to share it to your community, to your friends, so they can know. Invite them to the group. Make sure they answer the questions, and make sure you submit your questions. And one question, I have a question for you. It's my turn to ask the question, okay? My question to you is, how can I better serve you? How can I be a better service to you and your business? You can let me know in the comments of this video, or if you don't want everyone to know, you can definitely send me a message, because I really want to know. We're at the end of 2018. I want to make sure that we don't wait until 2019 to make these dramatic changes that we want to make. I want to make sure that 2019 is set up and that we go into 2019 full throttle ahead. Like, I want to make sure that all the questions that you have, all the needs that you have are being met, so that we can have the best year ever starting now. I don't want to wait to 2019 to have the best year ever, right? I want to go ahead and start making those changes now. And that's one of the things that I'm actually doing. Like, I have some goals and stuff that I want, but I'm not saying, okay, in 2019, I'm going to do this, that, and other. Like, I want to double my income. I went ahead and hired a coach now, not in 2019. I'm trying to lose some weight. Went ahead and hired a coach, because I'm not trying to wait until 2019, because, to be honest with you, 2019 is not even promised to you, you know. It's not. So I'm tired of procrastinating. I'm tired of not being happy with where I am and not doing anything about it. And, you know, I've got to the point, I don't know if I shared this with y'all, but I just got to the point where I'm just letting stuff go. I'm letting people operate in their realm of genius. I'm going to operate in my realm of genius, and there's only so much I can do and know. And I could take the time out and try to learn it and struggle and things of that nature, but I don't have time for that. Like, I would rather just let someone who already knows assist me, because it'll make life so much easier. That's just like stress off my shoulders. Like, I need to go to the spa and get a massage now, because I have so much tension trying to handle everything myself, right? And it was a picture floating around Instagram and Facebook. Remedy, yeah, that's our trademark tagline. But there's a picture of this person who's asking for something. They're like holding on to a rope, right? They're just holding on. And they're asking for something, but they can't receive it until they let go. And that's how it is with some of these things. Like, you want to improve in business. You want to improve in finances. You want to improve in different areas of life, but you're just holding on to stuff, trying to do it yourself, instead of letting go and letting someone else help you. And when you let go, then you'll be open to receive. So that's where I'm at in my life right now. Like, I'm just, you know, I just can't. I just can't. I don't have the energy for it. And I really have a strong desire to get better, and I know that I cannot do it alone. All right. So I'm leaving. I'm gone, because all of my devices are getting ready to die. My iPad on 3%. My phone is like on 5%. But this was a great question. I hope that it helps someone. And you have an amazing weekend, all right? Take care.